outgoing Kenyans have shown up in their numbers at the KICC, and they're giving their feedback regards to how they're processing this finance bill. Even before we go specifically on how it touches on the creative sector and how we can improve our creative sector, let us listen in to some of the sentiments aired by Kenyans on matters Finance Bill 2024.
And it's extremely heavy duty to protect the contents inside, which usually have their own primary industrial packaging. The same thing with a bucket. So I'll give you the example of a paint bucket. A paint bucket, a plastic paint bucket, a 20-liter paint bucket. You will not, I will really challenge you to try and find that kind of paint bucket in one of our rivers or in the coast. You will usually not find that kind of paint bucket in basically those negative environmental connotations. The reason for that being that, again, it has been specifically designed, and in fact there is no alternative to a plastic 20-liter paint bucket. There isn't any. There might be for a 1 liter or there might be a 4 liter, but there is no alternative for a 20-liter paint bucket. In most modern cases, there is no alternative for a plastic pallet. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, those goods that I'm just describing of durable nature are plastic packing materials and happen to be basically a part of that chapter 39. So the guidance that we have, so we as a business are extremely environmentally responsible, and in fact single out, we specifically do not make any single use or single portion plastics, but this eco levy inadvertently has basically targeted us and will actually impact us. So our proposal here is quite simple actually. The proposal is that we believe that you would need to really single out the tariff numbers, specific HS codes that cause the type of pollution that you're trying to levy an eco levy on. Now, if you look at the fourth schedule, if you look at basically point 1 all the way down to point 45, I believe, of that schedule, you very specifically had tariff numbers, but the moment you get to point 46 and point 47, you've introduced whole chapters. That is very dangerous. You've introduced whole chapters, very, very dangerous. So if you look at it, fourth schedule, point number 47, there's no tariff number there, and basically we've captured the whole schedule. Now, if you look at the common external tariff, specifically referring to chapter 3923, right? That specific chapter covers a wide variety of packing articles. Half of them, or maybe 70% of them, are the type that you might want to actually levy, but the other 30% unfortunately are caught in this. And now finally, and most importantly, if you compare a plastic bottle, for example, the plastic bottle might weigh 15 grams. When a plastic bottle weighing 15 grams is levied at a rate of 150 shillings per kilo, that levy is going to be negligible. But when you levy 150 shillings per kilo on a 1 kilogram crate or on an 800 gram plastic bucket, so this is a very important point, so I just wanted to repeat it. If you levy 150 shillings per kilogram levy on a 10 gram bottle or on a 5 gram polythene bag, the levy you've effectively introduced is probably 50 cents or 1 shilling, right? It's negligible. However, if you levy 150 shillings per kilo on an 800 gram rigid 20 liter paint bucket, you've raised basically the price of that SKU by 150 shillings. Yeah, so in effect what we've done is we're penalizing here with this eco levy heavier, more durable goods, because those are weightier, and actually that is where the effect is felt more. So we have here a letter which we'll submit to you as part of our official written memoranda, which suggests to you on how you might want to reword it to specifically exempt durable plastics and to specifically target the type of single-use plastics that you might be targeting. Yeah. Thank you for that.
All right, there's some of the feedbacks coming in from Kenyans, especially that one touching on the eco levy. Eco levy actually has rattled a lot of feathers, even including the creative sector. And today in studio, of course, I have Ezekiel Onyango, who's the chair of Kenya Film and Television Professionals Association, and I also have Jessica Sikoe from Jabali Africa. We'll have a conversation with this gentleman, but at this particular